Olma.
And I'm your DM, Ethan. Welcome to Venture Forth. Previously, the party had traveled through the city of Blackpool to discover the origins of these mysterious prison crystals. You guys traveled through the city and walked through the swamp for quite a bit to try and get to this warehouse that you guys were trying to get to. After an encounter with a bounty hunter named Drek, you guys eventually got to the warehouse and discovered a warforged in one of the containers named Thaddeus. Discovering that his body would probably be too much to carry with you guys, you instead just took his head, which was still activated, and he informed the party that March's twin sister, Amity, is actually still alive, to the surprise of March. At the news of her twin sister being alive, March had decided that she needed to make a journey of her own south to try and reconnect with her long-lost sister. And while she traveled south, you guys continued on west to the city of Solaris, where Thaddeus said that he would help you guys sort of get rid of any sort of magical or non-magical tracking that the Hollow Guard had on you guys. You guys got to the inn. Thaddeus had spoke with the innkeeper, and you guys headed up, got your rooms, and went to sleep for the night. So, Olma, as you wake up on this new day, you wake up with a bit of golden light from the sun pouring in and just sort of making its way across the bed that you are sleeping on. The light has just started to come into the room, and it's been probably the sun has been up for about a half an hour or so. You look around and you see Shreya laying there sleeping. You see Flynn laying there sleeping. And you look over to the other bed and it is empty. Kalik is no longer laying there sleeping. You wake up, and as you move, you sort of hear a jingle by where you were sleeping in the bed. And as you look over, you see a little pile of gold, silver, and copper laying there right next to you, probably left out by Kalik. And so you grab that money for the day, and you wake up. So, looking at the room now, you see a couple of dressers. You see Thaddeus's currently deactivated head on the dresser, what he sort of qualifies as sleeping. And you see a framed map up on the wall just above the dresser. It looks to be like a map of the city with a quick guide of places to go, entertainment, food, shops, things like that. So, as you sit up in the bed, what would you like to do, Olma?
March? Oh. Look around for a little bit, taking everyone's sleeping and relaxed. I look over to Flynn and Shreya and where they're laying and see that they look so peaceful, so I don't want to disturb them. Kalik's gone, so maybe I could find him. I look at Thaddeus. He's sleeping. I don't want to wake him up either, so I'm going to quietly grab my gold, put it in my pockets, and silver and copper, just count it out, see what I've got to work with, and then I'm going to look up at that map, and I want to just spend some time really processing it and committing it to memory so that I can get through the city really quickly. I want to be able to see all of the paths of where I need to go or what I could do, so that I can really use my skills to travel quickly between places and have a quick escape if I need it.
Okay. All right. So you spend a couple minutes looking at the map and just taking a mental note of sort of, you see that there are kind of general areas that the city is broken up into. There's a very strong military presence here. So there is sort of a military area. There's sort of the shopping district, the temple district, and then you see some more residential areas. And you see a little red dot, the little "you are here" dot. So you sort of get a sense of where you are within the city. Is there anything in particular that you want to look for on this map?
Yes, I want to look through my bag and see that it looks like I've used all my health potions, so I don't have any more currently. And I would like to try to see on the map if I can find the shopping district and see if anything is labeled like an apothecary or any kind of, magic store around.
Yeah, for sure. So you see the closest magic store is a little place called the Early Stone's Ire.
Early Stone's Ire.
This seems to be a weapons and potions and all of that sort of stuff. It looks to be like creating specialty items for specifically the military, but it's also open to the public. But its main purpose is to supply weapons and potions and stuff to the military. That would probably be your best bet. Okay,
there's no other shop that might have potions that's not military focused?
There are actually a couple of other specifically potion shops. There is one called, that shop is called Ritualistics.
So I would like to try with Ritualistics first.
Okay.
Because I'm not too hot on the military right now. They kind of scare me. So I think I would like to avoid it as much as possible. So we'll see if Ritualistics has what I want. So I'm going to kind of tiptoe my way around the room, grab my jacket, grab my bag, rearrange my clothes a little bit. Looking down, they're kind of dirty, they're kind of gross. Maybe I should invest in some more traveling clothes while I'm out and about. And I'm going to walk my way quietly out, making sure that Thad doesn't open his eyes as I'm trying to leave, because I don't want anyone to stop me from going out on my own.
All right. You creep out. The floor creaks a little bit, but nobody wakes up. Everyone is deep in slumber. As you make your way out, you walk down to the little lobby area of this inn, and you see some nice little pastries and fruit laid out there for anyone who wants to take them for breakfast. And so once you get downstairs, you head out. Or you're going straight to Ritualistic?
Yes, I'm going to grab a piece of bread and maybe some large fruit. I don't know if they've got apples or bananas or anything that's got a one piece of fruit instead of a bunch of things.
They do have they have a couple apples there. So you grab an apple, and now there are 2 apples left on the table. Okay, so you head out of the inn. And you walk down the street. It's going to take you a couple minutes to get there, as Ritualistics is a little bit further away than Early Stone's Ire, but after walking for a little bit, you are walking down the street, and on your right-hand side, you see some gallows. Just sort of out of nowhere, these gallows on the side of the street. You see 2 guards sort of standing watch there on either side. You see 3 nooses there, but only one of them is occupied. You see the middle one is occupied. You see a humanoid figure there, either human or elf. You can't quite tell the difference because there's a bag over their head, but sort of that size and stature, wearing these purple robes. The inner layer is a lighter purple, and then there's a middle layer that's a little bit darker, and then the outermost cloak is the darkest purple. And just hanging there, lifeless. You can see some flies that have begun to sort of buzz around the body.
Is it wearing shoes?
Yes, it is wearing very muddied boots. And you also notice hanging around their neck is a sign that says in both Dwarvish and Common, spy.
Oh, I don't like that. It just says spy. That's it.
It just says spy. Do you read Dwarvish?
No.
It just says spy.
And there's 2 guards.
Yes.
I'm a little nervous because I'm being hunted right now, and I don't know if they know who I am or not. So I'm going to try to avoid, pull up my head a little bit more and casually continue to walk. But when I'm back with Flynn, who can read Dwarvish, maybe I'll ask him about it.
Okay. Cool. So as you continue walking down the street, you notice it's early morning. So people are just starting to wake up. You see stalls and shops beginning to open their doors and people beginning to walk on the street. You see lots of lively early morning conversation between people of the city. You see neighbors waving to each other, wishing each other good morning. And you also see walking down the street 2 dwarven guards, also part of the garrison here, very similarly dressed to the other 2 guards that were at the gallows, in nearly full plate armor and with battle hammers at their hips. You see 2 of them walking down the street, step in step, right next to each other. And you take note of the people around you. They're all having nice conversations with each other, laughing. And these 2 guards are just walking down the street. No formalities are extended towards the guards. People leave them completely alone. It's not like there's any fear or anything towards them. They're just totally ignoring the guards. They're walking down the street. And just the same, the guards are ignoring the people. So as they're walking down the street, you sort of look around and you also notice nearly everyone here is Dwarvish. You don't really see many. You see a couple tieflings every once in a while. You see a couple furbolgs. You see a few more halflings and gnomes, but you definitely don't see any more humans. So as you're walking down the street, every once in a while, people will shoot you a glance, as you are, as far as you can see, the only human in the city that you've seen so far.
I'm definitely going to pull my hood around myself and try to cover my face a little bit more because of my height. Okay. I think I can blend in a little bit more with the other races that are here because I'm still fairly short, and so as long as I know I'm kind of small, but like leaner than most of them, but maybe if I hide my face, I can get past without people looking at me a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to have you make a stealth check at advantage because you are the same stature as everyone else. Yeah. Really,
really good. That's a 21.
21. Okay. Yeah. With your hood up, you're pretty much indistinguishable from dwarves are a little bit wider, stockier, so probably more like a halfling or a gnome. But yeah, you're fitting in pretty well.
Okay.
So with a little bit more walking, is there anything you want to do?
No, I would like to steer clear of any types of guards or anything. Just try to blend as much as possible.
Okay. All right. So you get to the entrance of Ritualistics. And you see there's the sign out on the front that's got a little symbol of a potion on there. And it's the symbol of the potion is like carved into this wood sign. But then there are like some carvings of bubbles coming out of the potion, but those bubbles are like moving up the sign, and like the wood is warping as these bubbles are moving up the sign. And eventually they get to the top and they sort of pop and more bubbles come out. But as you walk into the shop, you see a dwarven woman behind the counter. helping some other customers as it seems to be 2 men there who are like deciding between potions. And she says, well, I mean, like this one will probably work for you a little bit better, but it's also like a little bit more expensive. But, you know, if you're like sort of want to keep it on the cheap side, then I guess this one will do the job. They're like, okay, yeah, well, we're kind of on a budget. So I think we'll take the cheaper one. And so then they take the cheaper one, they toss her the gold, and then they head out the store, leaving just you and the store owner.
I'm going to walk up having heard that and lower my hood and say, you know, they probably should have bought the more expensive one. I mean, if the cheaper one doesn't work, then they're just going to have to buy it twice. It's kind of a waste, don't you think?
Well, no. If they have to come back and buy it again, that's just more gold in my pocket.
That's true. Hi, I'm Olma.
Hi, Olma. I'm Janarin.
Janarin? That's a really pretty name.
Janarin Broadcoat. Thank you. What can I help you with, Olma?
Well, I'm out of some potions, and I was hoping maybe you could help me refill them. I have some friends, and they are very reckless, and they get hurt a lot. So I like to have a few healing potions on me, because, you know, you never know what you're going to find, right? I mean, I fall, and sometimes I scrape my knees, and you know, I'm really clumsy, so...
Oh, that's so true. You never know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a potion for nearly everything that could possibly happen.
Wow.
So,
like what's the weirdest thing that could happen that you have a potion for?
Oh boy, I have. Fuck you! Now I got to come up with a potion. I've got a potion that, if used by some sort of magical means, like a painting or an illustration might come to life and start attacking you, I have a potion that you can drink that would allow you to sort of fight back and recapture those paintings and put them back in the canvas that they came from. There was one very specific situation that a man came in here asking for that, but I made a backup, so I have an extra.
Paintings can come to life?
Apparently.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Well, I guess if you're in that kind of situation, if you didn't have that potion, I don't know what you would do.
You would be swinging at a pile of paint, unfortunately.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Oh, wow. I never even thought about paintings coming to life. Is that something I should be worried about?
Maybe. That's why I keep the one extra on hand.
Oh man. Well, maybe. It's good to know. It's good to know that you have that. But maybe right now we could just talk about the healing potions.
Yeah, we'd be able to do that. All right, and here and she reaches down behind the counter and she pulls out this like wooden tray that's got handles on either side, and she puts it out in front of you, and it's got a couple of different potions on there, and she sort of runs her hands over them, and she says, over here we have more your standard low-level healing potions. These are going to be a little bit cheaper, but as you said before, the cheaper ones, you might need to come back and get some more. So what I would recommend is some of these greater healing potions over here, or these potions of supreme healing if you're really feeling out of it. The ones over here, the standard ones, are going to be 50 gold, and then it goes up by 20 gold for each level.
Wow. You know, you're quite the salesman, or saleswoman, as it were.
Oh, thank you.
I don't have a lot of gold on me. Definitely not enough to buy a good one of the better healing potions. Do you have a payment plan, or is there, I don't know, like something that you need help with that I can help you with to like get these potions cheaper?
I'm sorry. That's one of the rules that I have here is I don't haggle. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, me too. I just don't have enough gold. So, I guess I can just take one of these little ones? I don't know. How do you make these? Is there a way to make these so that, like, I don't have to keep spending all this gold on them? Because, like, I'm not made of money, Look at me.
Well, I do make these in the back. I've got a little workshop back there.
You make these? Well, of course you do. Of course you make all these yourself. You made the one for the painting, so why wouldn't you make the one for the healing? This is a lot of potions, so you make all of these all the time?
Yes,
so busy.
I sell them during the day and make them during the night.
Oh my goodness, do you sleep?
Not usually, no.
You don't sleep at all?
Well, every once in a while I'll get an hour or two, but my time is filled quite a bit.
Wow. Well, I mean, you seem to be doing pretty well, so good job, I guess? Maybe you should sleep sometimes, though. I've heard it's good for you.
Funny enough, you should mention that. I've actually got a potion that helps me not sleep as much. So
wow.
If you would like to buy one
do.
of those, I priced those at 30 gold if you would like one of those.
I like sleep, so I think I'm going to continue to do it. I really enjoy it. But that's a good idea. I just definitely don't have enough money for the no sleep potion and a healing potion. I just don't. It's just there's no hope for me. But maybe I could go be here for a couple of days, so maybe I could pay you to teach me how to make them.
Make a persuasion check.
13. No. I have a +5, sorry. 15.
15. All right. She goes, yeah, I haven't taken on an apprentice in a while. It might take a session or two of learning, but I would definitely be able to show you around in the back. I'll be able to teach you, let's say, for the price of one healing potion. For 50 gold, I'll teach you some of the tricks to get you started.
Okay. Yeah. But then I won't have a healing potion. How about this? For the price of one healing potion and a half, I can keep what I make with you.
That sounds like a fair deal.
Okay. So that would be...
Let's go to the back.
70?
75.
How about for... Well... Yeah. I could do 75. I could do 75.
Okay, come on. Let's go to the back. And she brings you into the little back room. You can see it as you walk into the back room. You can see books on the walls. It looks like a lot of these are purchased books along with notebooks and handwritten notes and things like that all along the walls. And you see a singular table in the middle with this little cauldron inlaid into it. The table itself has got runes all along the outside, and you can see a chair there right next to the table. As she goes and she sits down, she says, okay, would you like to take a notebook, or are you just memorizing this, or
I got stuff. And I dig through my bag and I pull out a really old and ratty notebook that I've had for a long time, and I pull it out and I flip through it and go to the end of it, and I pull out a piece of charcoal, and I'm ready to go.
Okay. All right.
Wow, it smells so good back here.
You got your notebook ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So, the first thing that you do, and she walks over to one of the shelves, and she grabs this mason jar of water and a flask, and she walks back to the table with both, and she says, all right, so first you're going to need a little bit of distilled and purified water. This can't have any sort of contaminants in it. It's got to be completely purified. And you pour that into the container, and she pours a little bit into the flask.
Okay.
And next up, what you're going to need is a, let's see over here. And she kind of goes to one of the other shelves, and there's a bunch of gemstones on there. And she grabs one of these ruby gemstones off of the counter. And she says, all right, next you're going to need a ruby gemstone. And what you're going to do is, and she comes back to the table and sort of grinds it into a mortar and pestle. And so you're going to have to grind it up. And once it's into this nice little powder, you're just going to pour it into the water.
Does it matter? Does it matter what kind of ruby you have? Or like how big it is or how small it is? Like what does it matter?
Yeah, well, it matters if you have too little. It needs to be just about the right size. I'd say, well, if I was to buy this ruby, I'd probably buy it for about 25 gold pieces.
Okay.
So probably like a ruby that costs 25 gold pieces. And then,
so like this big, right? Like, and I pull my fingers together and I create a small little hole, but it's like a fairly like nice hunk of a hole, but easy enough to grind, like not so big that like I wouldn't be able to grind it.
Yes, of course, yeah. Grinding it down is one of the most important parts of this.
Okay.
So now that you have the powder, you just pour it into the purified water, and she takes a little wooden stick that she's got on the table and she mixes it up. And then you mix it up. And then this is the most important part, because this is just ruby water.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really have, magical properties. So what you're going to need to do is, and she goes over to one of the shelves that has like books and stuff, and she grabs a scroll. And she walks over and she pulls open the scroll. And she waves her hand in the air and says an incantation as red light pours forth from her fingers as she uses this scroll to cast Cure Wounds on the potion. And you can see then the red water now begins to just very slightly glow before it comes back to a dull and opaque red color.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that. I don't have a lot of control.
No, I've been just doing this off of scrolls for years. I know some of the magic shops around here. The owners can actually cast Cure Wounds by themselves. But I've just been finding using scrolls is a little bit better for me personally.
Well, I don't have a scroll either.
Well, I sell scrolls for 15 gold pieces.
I don't have any more gold.
I
That's
know.
why I'm learning.
I know. I'm sorry. That was just as tough for me to say, I'm sure, as it was for you to hear.
What am I supposed to do?
Well, I know there are several good wizards in the city that might be able to teach you Cure Wounds if that's possibly what you want to do. But I know they're also going to charge a fee.
I'm already giving you 75 gold pieces.
And here's your healing potion. Look at that.
Yeah, but a healing potion is only 50 gold pieces.
And then 25 to learn how to do it.
Yeah, but you're not actually teaching me because you're just saying you have to do this, but like I can't do that. So that's not really teaching.
Well, I gave you the steps. It's sort of up to you to figure out how to do them.
Can't I just copy your scroll?
No. I sell scrolls here. I'm not going to allow anyone to copy them, unfortunately.
Okay, but you seem to be making plenty of money out there. I don't know. I think you're just trying to be rude.
Okay, I think this interaction, the novelty is worn off. I'm going to give you your potion, and if that is all the business that you would like to have here, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Fine. And I walk out, and I put 50 gold pieces on the counter, and I walk away.
Okay. And as you walk out, kind of storming out, you can hear her kind of counting the gold pieces on the counter. And I'm sorry, you said you put 50 gold pieces down?
I did.
Hey, it was 75.
Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes people don't give you what they say they're going to, and I run away, and I use city secrets to run very fast.
Okay. She like attempts to chase after you, but she doesn't get very far as you are ducking and diving through these alleyways. Eventually, you get to this alleyway and you duck down and you sort of sit there for a moment and you take a couple deep breaths and you look across And in this same alleyway, you look over and you see a little boy and a little girl kicking a ball back and forth. They're both human, and they both seem to be your age. Give or take a year or two.
But they're human?
But they are human.
Can I just listen to what they're saying for a second? If they're talking at all? I don't know. They're kicking a ball back and forth. Are they saying anything?
Yeah, they're kicking a ball back and forth. And the boy, who seems to be a little bit older than the girl, definitely taller, is kicking the ball. And he goes, "Man, I don't like it here. Everyone looks at us funny." Little girl goes, "Yeah, I know. I just want to go back. I don't want to be here."
I will walk a little closer to them, and lower my hood, and look around. Are there any other people or any other creatures or any other things around?
No, you're sort of in a kind of like a secluded alleyway. Mm-hmm. It's kind of dark back here. No one's really back here.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. Who are you?
I'm Olma.
I'm Adam. Nice to meet you, Olma.
Hi, Adam. You don't look like you're from around here.
Neither do you.
Tell me about it. What do you do here?
Oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We just moved back here a couple days ago.
You just moved back here? But you're from here originally. So this is your home.
We sort of move around a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I move around a lot too. But at least you know where you're from.
So where do you stay?
Well, I just got here yesterday. So I don't really stay anywhere. We're up at the inn for now. My friends and I. But I don't really know how long we'll be here.
Yeah, I don't know how long we're going to be here either. My dad just moves us around a lot, and I don't really know where we're going next, but yeah.
Why do you move around a lot?
It's for his work. He travels.
Yeah. What kind of work does he do?
I think he's like he does like he helps like the military.
Oh. So he kills people?
No. He doesn't do that.
What they do?
I don't really know what he does. But no, I think he just like helps people like move from place to place. At least that's how he explained it to me.
Helps people move from place to place?
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds cool. Does he take you? Does he make
really
you
not.
go with him?
Yeah. Every once in a while, we'll move sort of between cities because he's got to go there for a while, and it's better if we're all together.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, families should stick together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if we don't want to move, and he sort of kicks a rock.
Well, where'd you come from?
Well, I was born here, but my sister Grace was born over in Barren Retreat.
Where's that?
That's it's like half a day from here.
So it's also in this part of the world, though. It's also in what is it, Caldor?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't really understand how everything is split up here. Have you always lived on this side?
Yeah, we've been here, well, our whole lives. But you'll get the hang of it, I'm sure.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm never going to understand.
Well, sometimes it feels like that, but sometimes all you need is someone to show you around. Do you want to see some of the cool spots that we know?
Sure.
Okay. Come on, let's go. And he goes over and he picks up his ball, and he runs back around the corner. And as you follow him around the corner, there is like this little house on the street, and you see he runs up towards the door, and he runs up and he knocks on the door, and a middle-aged human man opens the door. Like he's got pretty like thick mustache, and he's got dark hair, and you can just barely hear Adam say, "Hey, Dad, can you take the ball? We're gonna go. We found a friend. We're gonna go show her around." And he takes the ball and he says, "Yeah, just don't go too far." And he takes the ball, closes the door, and Adam runs back and he goes, "All right, come on, let's go."
That was your dad?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's pretty great. All right, come on.
Okay.
And so you guys run off, and after a couple minutes, you guys eventually make your way to like this open park area in the middle of the city with a bunch of houses and buildings and structures and temples and all this stuff. There's this nice little respite of a park here with a bunch of trees. You can see birds flying in between the trees. You see park benches, and you see like some families walking around together, and say, "All right, so this is the park. So that is usually where we play ball, but there were some kids there yesterday that they said that we couldn't go over there again. So over here is a tree that we like to climb."
Why did they say you couldn't go over there again?
I don't know. They're bigger than us, and they're jerks. So
That's not
over
very
here is the
nice.
tree.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's not. It's I don't know. They're, even though, you know, they're just kind of mean. I don't want to be dealing with that stuff. So over here's the tree that we really like to climb. And so I can climb it up and down it like a couple times before I get tired. And like, I'm just teaching Grace how to climb it. And Grace sort of stands there and she nods very quietly. And as you guys continue kind of walking through, he points out different things that he does and different places that he plays. And he goes,
"So you just come here and play?
"Yeah, that's pretty much all we do."
You don't have to study or learn or spend all your time writing and studying?"
I mean, our dad gives us, you know, a book to read every week, but no, it's awesome.
You get to play.
Yeah. What's your favorite game?
Oh, I've never played a game.
I don't understand.
Sometimes when I was growing up, I would play the game where I had to kick like stones off of pillars, but like that's all my games were. It's kind of fun, but if I messed up, it wasn't fun. So I don't want to play that game right now.
Okay. I've never heard of that game before, so I don't think we can really play that here. Do you wanna? I can show you how to climb this tree.
Yeah. I like to climb trees. Is that a game?
Yeah. I mean, we can make it a game. We could see who can climb the tree the fastest.
Yeah. I'm pretty fast.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go. And so he runs over and he shows you the tree. Okay. Now we're gonna do a tree climbing game. So, this is going to be a couple of acrobatics checks. All right, this is just going to be a race to the top.
Okay.
As you guys start, there are a couple of lower branches that you guys are able to hang on to. And he goes, all right, 3, 2, 1, go. And he sprints out towards the tree. Make your first acrobatics check.
Ooh, terrible. 9.
9. You guys keep perfect pace with each other as you guys just start climbing up this tree. And he's looking over at you and he's like, oh, yeah, like he's got something to prove. This is his tree.
Okay.
So as he's climbing, make your second acrobatics check.
Natural 20.
I shit you not. He got a natural 20.
I have a +5 to acrobatics, so that's 25 for me.
He does not have a +5 to acrobatics. So he's climbing this tree and like he is fully focused. He's laser focused on what he's doing. And he's like, oh yeah, he's finding his groove. And all of a sudden he looks over at you and you're a couple branches ahead of him. And he's like, oh, this is the best I can do. Make your third acrobatics check.
20, dirty 20.
And as he looks over, he's just kind of sort of defeated by, he's like, this is the best and fastest he's ever climbed this tree. And to see you still beating him, he feels kind of defeated and he sort of slows down a little bit as you're still just making your way up this tree. And you finally break through the top of the canopy. And after a couple seconds, 3, 4 seconds, Adam breaks through the top of the canopy as well.
Wow. That was a fun game.
Yeah, usually it's fun.
Oh, you didn't have fun?
No, that was good. Good job.
Thanks.
I usually play against Grace, and she's still learning, so I'm used to winning.
Oh, well, I mean, winning doesn't matter. I mean, you showed me the coolest tree ever, and I say because you did that, we basically tied because I wouldn't have known this tree without you.
I'll take. Oh yeah, we tied. Yeah, I'll take that.
You can see the whole city from up here.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Wow. I don't think I've ever been so high up.
I think this is, I mean, like, unless you want to, like, climb on top of a building, this is, like, the highest that you can get.
The highest?
And as you look out, you see the expanse of Solaris. You can see from the top of this tree, you can see distinctly the different like sections of the city. You can see the military district, the temple district. You can see the shopping and the residential districts. And you can see like birds flying up overhead. You can see now the beautiful sky that's up above you with just a few clouds, the sun directly above you. And it is beautiful up here.
This might be my favorite place ever.
Yeah, same. Oh, you can see, look, over there. Okay, so that's where my dad works, right over there. That's where he goes every day.
I'm gonna look over there.
And over there you can see like just all stone buildings. And you can see sort of almost like a secondary wall inside the city. Sectioning this off with, you can see like just little off in the distance, little dwarven troops, the garrison marching on top of the wall. And
the military part of town?
The military section of the city. Yeah. And he goes, and then over there, that place right over there has got like these really good sandwiches. There's like ham and then like lettuce, and they got like these really thick tomatoes that I really like. And they can cut the crust off for you. Not every place does that, but they cut the crust off, and that's how I like it. So that place is really good. We can go down there later.
Okay.
And then right over there, that's where we just came from. That's our house.
Over there? And I'm gonna look over there.
Right there.
Oh, I see it. It's got the chimney, right?
Yeah, it's that one.
Wow. You have such a nice house.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's one of those things, like you get used to it after a while.
Yeah? I don't think I'd ever get used to it.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, if you've been staying in the same place for, months, like we have, like, okay, the kitchen's the kitchen, my bed's the bed,
No, not really. But maybe one day I'll know, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a mom and a dad, so I don't know what it's like to be at a home and like have to tell your dad where you're going and have someone take the ball from you. But it seems kind of nice.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, it's fine. It's okay. I mean, you're bored with it. I get that. So I understand. I guess over time you just get used to things. I don't know if I'd ever get used to it though.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll get there eventually.
Yeah, maybe. It'd be nice. My friend just found out that her sister was alive, so there's always hope, right? It's like maybe I'll find my parents and we'll all have a home and a fireplace and a chimney and a tree to climb.
Oh, that'd be living the dream.
Yeah.
What do your parents look like?
I don't know. I guess like me, right? I mean, I have to look like them, right?
Oh, I don't know. I was just gonna say I was gonna keep an eye out for him, but you don't know?
No, I've never met them. I don't know what they look like, or I guess I had to have met them at like one point, right? But it was so long ago that I don't really remember what they look like or where they live or anything, really. Yeah. But they probably look like me, right? I mean, they probably have dark hair and the same color eyes that I have, and maybe their face looks like my face, but like a little different because we don't look identical, and maybe they're tall or maybe not. I mean, maybe they're short and they probably are similar to me, right? Like I don't think they're dwarves. Like I probably don't have dwarf parents. That's probably not a thing.
I mean, that would make sense, right?
Yeah.
That they're kind of like you?
Yeah. And
well, my dad once read me a story about this guy who there was like a really bad storm one night, and he was just kind of born from like the lightning and the wind and all of that.
Oh. I hadn't thought of that.
That could be what you are.
I don't know.
This guy, he could also like shoot lightning out of his hands. Can you do that?
Not lightning all the time.
Oh, then that's probably not it.
You really think that some people just don't have moms and dads and are just born from like the things around them? Because I don't think I want that.
Well, I don't know. That was just a story.
I don't want to be like just born from fire or lightning. I hope not, but I guess I don't know. How would you know?
I guess there's no way to know.
Well, how did the kid in the book know?
Well, he also, like, his skin was very blue, and he had, like, really blue hair, and, like, I think that was kind of his thing.
Oh. I look at my hands.
And, yeah, you're not really blue.
I'm not blue. So, like, you think I'm fine?
I think you're probably good.
Okay, well...
I'll tell you this. If I meet any adults that look like you, I will tell them that... Where can I tell them that you are?
I kind of travel a lot.
Oh, that makes things more difficult.
Yeah. But maybe just tell them I'm around. Because, like, if they're looking for me and I'm looking for them, then maybe we'll meet in the middle somewhere. But if they don't even know I'm around, that would make it kind of hard for them to find me.
Okay, so if I see any adults that look like you,
yeah, like
I'll
any
tell
at
them
all.
that you're around.
Like
any at all.
Any at all.
Can do. Spits on his hand and extends it.
I also spit on my hand and I extend it out to him.
All right, and you meet in the middle, shake hands. He goes, all right, that's a deal.
You're not too bad, Adam.
Oh, thank you. My mom thinks so.
Yeah.
It's getting kind of high up here. Can we go down?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's go.
You want to race down?
Sure.
Okay.
Go. Make an acrobatics check.
8.
8. He is just barely inching you out as you head down the...
I slow down a little bit so that he can win.
Okay. Then if you're just trailing behind him, he makes it to the bottom, and as soon as his feet land, he looks up and sees that you're still in the tree, and he waits a couple seconds, and you land down on the ground, and you could tell he's trying to hold back a smile. He's really trying to hold back a smile.
You did it!
He's like, yeah, well, you know.
You know this tree so well, so I mean, I how could I ever get down faster than you? You know all the right ways.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, come on, let's go over to, and in the middle of his sentence, a rock out of nowhere just beams him right in the back of the head.
Oh!
Goes, ah! Oh.
Hey!
And you turn around and you see 3 what look like dwarven teenagers, just like beard stubble just starting to come in on all of them. And as they walk up, they say, hey, we told you not to come around here anymore. Adam goes, I know, I'm sorry. I found a new friend and we wanted to come over and okay, we'll leave now.
Hey, wait a second. It's not like you own this park.
Well, that's the thing, is we kind of do.
Oh yeah? You own the whole park? How?
Well, this is kind of our turf. So what we're going to do is we're going to kindly ask you to leave.
Well, I don't take too kindly to demands.
Oh, well then this is going to be fun.
Yeah, what are you going to do about it? This is a park that's open to everyone and not just you and your bully friends.
And he, at that, he takes a couple steps towards you and just like gets right nose to nose close to you. And he says, oh, so you want to say that again? Tell me that again.
This park doesn't belong to you.
And he reaches out to try and shove you. So this is going to be a push attack. So I'm going to have you make let me see what the contested, all right, so you're going to make an athletics check or an acrobatics check, whichever one you want.
14 for acrobatics.
Okay. He, you're just about to dodge out of the way, but he just makes contact with your shoulders as you are pushed down onto the ground.
Hey! What's up with you? Why are you such a bad person? You don't have to go pushing people around.
Well, we told you to leave, and so now this is what happens.
What? People don't listen to you, so you push them?
You can see one of the other dwarves is moving over towards Adam and Grace, who are slowly trying to back away and keep their distance.
Hey! Leave him alone!
Yeah, hey, what are you going to do about it?
Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
I don't know if you've noticed, but we are the same size.
Well, but Grace isn't. Why are you being such a bully?
Well, I mean, when we tell you to leave, you just gotta leave. That's kind of our thing.
I push my way up and I dust off my pants. You know, I'm not scared of you. And I don't know who you think you are, but that kind of stuff doesn't fly. You don't just get to bully people and tell them what to do and demand your way. It's not nice.
I don't think you know the rules around here. And he turns to his other friends and he goes, "Yeah, do you think she knows I don't think she knows the rules." Okay. So here's rule number 1. And he brings up his fist and clenches it. And he goes, "Here's rule number 2." And he sort of takes a punching stance.
I'm going to stop him in the middle. What? And rule number 3 is a punch? You know what? I don't think you want to do this.
I think I do. And he throws a punch. That is going to be a 15 to hit.
That's my armor class.
Okay. He does 1 point of bludgeoning damage as the punch hits you on the shoulder.
I look at my shoulder. I look down at my shoulder. And I kind of smile. I look back up at him. My turn. And I pull back my fist and I punch him.
Okay, make an attack roll.
That is a 19 to hit.
No, that doesn't hit. He has got full plate armor. No, that for sure hits. Yeah, as your fist meets his stomach, like you completely knock the wind out of him. Do you want to roll damage on that, or are you kind of holding back? Okay, roll damage.
I do.
Roll damage.
I don't. I don't want to kill him. I just want to knock him unconscious. I'm hitting him in the stomach. I'm not trying to kill him. I would like to make him fall and definitely not get back up.
Okay, yeah.
But that is a 10 points of damage.
Oh no! All right, I am going to allow you to restrain your punch, and he completely knocked back onto his ass. And he rolls over onto his side. And he goes, And one of the other dwarves looks at him and looks back at you and
shake
charges
my hand
you.
a little bit. Oh, are we gonna do this now? Do you want to be like your friend?
They're gonna run up and attempt to just body slam you, just like a grapple attack. So that is going to be a athletics or acrobatics check on your end.
Okay. 10.
A 10? Okay. As this dwarf just charges you and meets you right at your midsection, and you don't take any damage, but you fall onto your back with this dwarf on top of you. You are now grappled.
Okay. I would like to shake my head and think about the fact that these kids are being so stupid, and look over at Adam and Grace. How do they look?
They look scared. This other dwarf is slowly and menacingly approaching them.
Oh, leave them alone. And are my hands grappled by my arms?
No, they sort of, the dwarf sort of grabbed you at your hip, so you still have full movement of your arms.
I want to bring my arms together and push my elbows down on the, his shoulder, between his shoulder blades.
Okay.
And
make an attack roll.
Yeah. That is, should it just be an unarmed?
Yeah, just unarmed.
Unarmed? Okay, so that is a, 16 to hit.
Yeah, a 16 hits.
Okay.
Yeah, roll your damage.
Again, not trying to kill.
Understood.
8.
8. As you bring your elbows down onto this dwarf, they immediately let go and just roll off of you. And they're trying to reach their hand back onto their back to try and conceal the pain almost. But they're out of the fight for sure. And this other dwarf still continues walking towards Adam and Grace.
How far away are they?
They're about 10 feet away.
Yeah, so I'm going to go over and stand in front of them and look at the dwarf and say, "This park doesn't belong to you. Look at your friends. You guys think you're so big and strong? Well, you know what? You're not. You're nothing. And you can't force people to do whatever you say. Like, what do you think you are?
The dwarf, goes to open their mouth to speak back at you, but then they sort of glance over and look at their friends, and before they can say anything, they... and they sprint the other direction, completely running away from you.
And stay out! And I'm going to go to the one who initially threw the rock, and I'm going to crouch down by his head.
This is going, oh.
If you ever try to tell Adam and Grace what to do ever again, I'm going to find you, and I'm going to come into your home, and I'm going to do this again, and then I'm going to make it so that you can never come to this park again.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Stop picking on people. And I'm
Adam at this point rushes up to you and, that was incredible!
Oh, thanks.
Oh, that was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I mean, I learned how to do it when I was playing the game with the kicking of the stones. So, I guess that game kind of works in the long run. But you know, I don't.
We know how to kick the ball. And he runs up to the dwarf that's on the ground and starts kicking him. He goes, oh, please stop, please stop.
That's really good, Adam. But I think the point has been made.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like to be a bully. I just don't like it when other people are being mean. You know, and don't you think we shouldn't be like them?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And he just sort of gives him one last little half kick and he walks away.
I'm sorry they were so mean to you. How's your head?
Oh, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
And he reaches up and there's a little bit of blood, but not a worrying amount of blood. It probably just broke the skin.
What jerks.
Yeah.
Well, now you can play at the park whenever you want.
Yeah. Hey, I know of a cool place that we could go.
Oh, yeah?
That we could, fix this.
Fix what?
This. And he sort of reaches back up and takes some of the blood off of his...
Is it a little old lady dwarf?
How did you know?
Is it called Ritualistics?
Yeah.
I can't go there.
Why not?
Well, she's not very nice. And, we just don't see eye to eye on business practices.
Well, that's the best part is you won't even get to interact with her. She won't even see you.
What do you mean?
Oh, there's a little secret entrance that I discovered.
You sneak in there?
All the time.
And she doesn't even see you?
Doesn't even know I'm there.
What do you do when you sneak in there?
Well, mostly I just sort of look around, and every once in a while I'll read through one of her books and see how to make a potion, but I can't reach to the top shelves where she has the ingredients. But I know how to make some stuff, and I also can't buy ingredients because my allowance isn't that much.
Yeah, she's pretty expensive, and she's kind of mean.
Yeah.
She taught me how to make one of the potions, but she wanted to charge me so much gold, like twice as much as it's worth. And
it's crazy.
And she wouldn't even wouldn't even give me a scroll to actually make the potion work. So it was all just a waste of time.
Oh my God, how dare she?
I know, but she really won't see us?
She won't.
You sure?
Never been caught so far.
Let's do it. Let's give it a shot. But
okay.
If she finds me, I don't know what to do.
Oh, well, run. Let's go. And so you guys run back in the other direction. And he leans towards you and he says, I don't think I've never taken Grace there.
Right.
So we're just let's drop her off and then we can go.
Yeah.
And so you guys swing back by the house. He knocks on the door. The same man with big, thick mustache, opens up the door, and Grace runs up and gives him a hug, and he sort of hugs her back as he then turns to Adam, and Adam says, Grace is getting tired, so me and Olma, she's my new friend. We're going to just go and keep playing.
I just give like a little wave.
And he looks at you and he meets your eye and he gives you like a very friendly wave. Seems like a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
As he says, all right, just be careful, you two. Don't go too far. And he closes the door and lets you guys go for it.
Your dad is so tall.
Yeah. And my mom isn't that tall, but they always say that like all of the boys in my family get really tall, like even if our moms aren't that tall. So I think I'm probably going to get pretty tall. I don't know about as tall as my dad, but that's what they say.
It must be so cool to know how tall you're going to be.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know how tall I'm going to be. Maybe I'll just stop growing right now. That'd be kind of weird.
I don't think that that's how it works for humans, at least.
Oh, yeah?
I think, yeah.
I'll get a little bit taller, maybe?
Probably a little bit, at least.
How tall's your mom? Like taller than me?
Taller than you, but not quite as tall as my dad.
Oh, okay. But what if both my mom and my dad were the height of your mom? Then maybe I'll be even shorter.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
There's so much you don't know when you don't know your mom.
I know. All of these questions are just going unanswered.
Well,
ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go. And he kind of sprints off back towards the ritualistics.
I know a shortcut.
Oh, you do?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll follow you.
I grab his hand and I take him through the shortcut.
Okay, and you guys are darting down alleyways and shortcuts, and eventually you guys get to ritualistics. But instead of going right up to the front, he shows you how to go sort of through a little tight back alleyway, just where two buildings just barely don't meet. Probably for a normal human or a dwarf, be very difficult to get back here. But with your guys' stature, you guys are able to sort of slip through. And with that, you guys are able to slip through these two buildings, and it kind of opens up into a small sort of like, it's like a 10-foot by 5-foot garden in the back of ritualistics. It's got a couple of different types of plants growing, and it looks like this is probably where some of the components that she uses in her potions are grown. And right pressed up against the it's pressed up right against ritualistics, and you can see the back entrance. And he goes, okay, so how sneaky are you?
I'm pretty sneaky.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to be. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna like go through this door, and then there is like a storage area where she keeps a bunch of stuff, and then just beyond that there's like a place where she makes potions, and that's where we're gonna go. So what we got to do is we got to sneak into the place where she's got all the stuff, and then what we do is we peek in through the door and make sure that the door to the main shop is closed.
Right.
And then if it's closed, we can go in, and we just got to like make sure we're very quiet.
Okay, I can be very quiet.
So, all right, let's go. And as you guys approach the door, I'm going to have you make a stealth check.
Oh, God. 14.
A 14. Okay. As you guys open up the door, it creaks just a little bit, but you guys get into the back room, probably without anyone noticing. You guys get into this back room, and it is very dark in here. Almost pitch black. You see a couple of crates and a couple of barrels with probably some different stuff in there, but this looks to be a storage area. You just barely see in front of you a doorway, and you can only see this doorway because of the light from outside that's just peeking through around the edges. As you guys walk forward and open that door, I'm going to have you make another stealth check. Oh no, what was it?
13.
13. Okay, this door creaks just a little bit more as you guys open it, and Adam looks over to you, and I thought you said you were stealthy.
I'm sorry.
Okay, just let me look and just see.
I'll just be
So
quiet.
He looks through the door, and he looks back. He goes, okay, I think the coast is clear.
Okay.
You go first.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay. Again? Do
Okay.
it.
Make one more stealth check.
Oh, thank God. 22.
22. Okay.
Thank
You
God.
walk into the room, and you see that this room that you were in previously, where you guys had made the potion together, is now unoccupied, only lit by a couple of candles, and you guys enter this room. Immediately, Adam walks over to one of the bookshelves and starts flipping through one of the books. So now that you're in here, what would you like to do?
I would like to go to where I saw her pull the scroll for Cure Wounds
Okay.
and grab it.
Okay. It is up on the shelf.
Okay.
So, how would you like to try and grab it?
Hey, Adam.
Yeah, what?
Can you come here and maybe crouch, and then I could step on your back like a step stool? There's just a scroll up there that I think will really help us.
What a brilliant idea. And he gets down on his hands and knees. Okay. And as you reach up, I'm just going to have you make a sleight of hand check.
18.
18. So there's sort of like these scrolls stacked on top of each other. You're able to just reach the one on the top as to not make any of them collapse. And you just take the one off the top.
Hold your breath.
You're hurting my back.
Okay.
Can we make this quick?
Yeah. And I grab it and I get down quietly.
Okay. You now have a spell scroll in your possession with the spell Cure Wounds on it.
Can you remind me how spell scrolls work? Like, are they consumable objects, or do you just have it and you have it?
Yes, it is a consumable object. So this scroll will allow you to cast Cure Wounds once, and then the scroll is of no use anymore besides a piece of paper.
Can you copy down scrolls, or how does that work?
You can, but that's like a very specialized.
Okay.
Like you would need some serious training in how to
Right.
copy that. You would need special ink, special paper, all of that.
Okay. What do you normally get when you're in here?
I usually just read through the books because I usually can't reach the components that were up that high.
Oh, okay. I'll read through the books with you.
Okay. And so you go back over to where Adam was reading his books, and you start flipping through. You see sort of in the beginning of the book, you see sort of a list of different potions and that are contained within that book. Is there anything in particular that you might want to look at, or any sort of type of potion that would catch your eye?
I'm curious about the potion of no sleep that she talked about earlier.
Okay.
And I want to look to see if it could help, like, for avoiding long rests. Like, if it helps to, like, regain some stuff instead of taking a long rest. I want to see if that'll do that.
Okay. Yeah, so that is in one of these books that you guys found. Yeah, so the effect is that you drink this potion, and immediately it gives you the effects of a long rest. And over the next 8 hours, over the next 24 hours, you do not need that 8 hours of sleep or whatever amount of sleep it is. You do not take a point of exhaustion for not sleeping over the next course of a day.
Cool. So I'd like to look at the ingredients and how to make it.
Okay. This potion, in comparison to the healing potion, very, very different. Lots of components, lots of ingredients, lots of different preparation techniques. So I will give you all of that at a different time.
Sure.
Yeah. But going through, I'm going to actually have you make just a straight intelligence check. Actually, it'll be an Arcana check. Make an Arcana check to see how much of this you can memorize, because it is a lengthy process.
12.
12? Okay. I will take note of that. Or if you ever want to do this. Awesome. Okay, as you're doing that, I'm going to have you, since you've spent a couple minutes in the room, I'm going to have you make one more stealth check. See if you can remain quiet.
15.
15. Okay. You might have another couple minutes.
Okay.
In this room, undisturbed. Is there anything else specifically you're looking for?
Do I see any potions that have already been prepared? Like any at all?
Make a perception check.
Oh, really good. 18.
18. Yes, you do. You see a couple of healing potions. You see 2 just standard healing potions and 1 greater healing potion. You also see 1 potion that is it's almost like silver. It's almost like a transparent silver, and it's got like some sparkly bits in there, some like tiny little sparkly bits. It is unlabeled, and you do not know what it is.
I'm gonna take all of the completed potions that I see.
Okay.
And just pocket them and just say, hey, maybe we should get out of here.
Yeah, I usually don't spend too much time in here, but we should probably go.
Let's go. This was a great idea. I had a lot of fun.
I did too. High five.
Maybe when we get outside.
Quiet high five.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. And you guys make your way back out of the ritualistics, back into the garden, and out through into the alleyway.
I'm gonna grab his hand again. And walk back to and quickly scatter or quickly walk around our way back to his home.
Okay.
And that was so much fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Maybe you could take this for your head? And I give him one of the healing potions.
Oh. Yeah, sure. It's not that it's really not that bad. So I think here, and he takes just a little bit of a sip of it and sort of pats the back of his head. It's like, all right, okay, no more blood.
That was cool. I didn't know you could take a little bit of it.
Yeah, well, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Right.
If it's like a really small thing, like the thing on the back of my head, like that wasn't gonna kill me, you know?
Right.
So like I can usually just take a little bit. Do you want to come inside to eat something?
You mean with you and your family?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They don't mind?
No.
Okay. Yeah. And I'll put all of the healing potions back. Is he keeping the rest of that healing potion? Has he pocketed it?
No, he gave the rest of it back to you.
Oh, okay. So just to confirm, I now have 3 standard healing potions, 1 greater healing potion, 1 sparkly potion, and 1 scroll of cure wounds.
That is correct.
Cool.
A total value of a couple hundred gold
Wow.
for the price of nothing.
50.
For the price of a new friend.
50 gold.
So, 50 gold, yeah. So, you make your way over, and Adam knocks on the door, and once again, his dad opens up and says, "Oh, hey, I recognize you. You're the girl from earlier, right? You're Adam's new friend."
Yeah. I'm Olma.
Very nice to meet you, Olma. And he gets down on one knee and extends his hand. And he says, "Nice to meet you, Olma. I'm Kale."
Hi, Kale. Kale, why does that sound so familiar?
It's also a food, if that's what you're thinking of.
Huh.
So are you coming inside to eat?
I would love to. I would love to come inside to eat.
We'd love to have you.
Hi.
We'd love to have you.
Yeah, Kale. Oh, that's so funny. You don't happen to be related to a Bram, do you? That's
that is
silly.
my father. That is my father. How have you met?
No, I've never met him. No, I've never met him in person. But I'd like to. He's really cool. I got this kit from him. Actually, I didn't meet him, but I got it. I know it's from him. But it helps me get into rooms sometimes.
Oh, yeah, yes, yeah. He's one of the best locksmiths in the land. I would not be surprised if you eventually got something that had his name on it.
Wow, how cool is that? Huh. Yeah, I ran into somebody the other day. Not a very nice person that was looking for him. Hopefully he didn't get found or anything.
No, I don't know. Was someone looking for his services? What?
I mean, I don't know. They seem kind of bad. Maybe they were looking for his services, but they didn't seem very nice at all.
Oh, and they didn't know where he was, did they?
Nope.
Oh. Well, if I ever see them, I'll pass along the information. And when I see Bram again, I'll tell him you said hi.
Yeah, tell him I said hi and that I'm so glad to meet you.
Yeah. In the meantime, we got some chicken going.
Great.
We got some chicken on the fire. You like chicken? Do you eat chicken?
Yeah, I like chicken. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
come on in.
I think. Did you kill the chicken?
I didn't directly, no. I went to the butcher.
Okay. And the chicken wanted to be eaten. I think that's how it works. Like if the chicken wants to be eaten or if the chicken's mean to you. I don't remember. And Kellick's not here. And I don't remember when you're supposed to eat chicken and when you're not supposed to eat chicken.
We have vegetables if that would be better for you.
Yeah, only because I just don't remember.
Okay. Yeah, come in. We've got vegetables and we've got some rice and we've got some other things that I'm sure you would enjoy.
Yeah, I just don't remember when you're supposed to eat it and when you're not supposed to eat it.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. You don't have to eat chicken. If you see it and it looks good and you want to try some, you're more than welcome to have some.
Okay.
But I'll get you a plate without chicken for now.
Okay, that's good.
And he leads you inside, and they've got a nice little living area with a beautiful rug on the floor. You can see the fireplace that was connected to the chimney that you had seen earlier. And he brings you into the dining area with a table with 4 seats. And he runs off into the living room and grabs one of the living room chairs and pulls it up to the table for an extra seat. And you see the kids run over to the kitchen and grab some plates and start putting chicken and rice and vegetables on their plates. And you see at what is presumably Adam's mother, Stacy, in the kitchen. She says, "Hi, my name's Stacy. We're just so glad to have you for dinner."
I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no worries at all. Do your parents know you're here? And Adam goes, no, don't ask that.
It's just me. I have some friends that I'm with. And no, they don't know where I am, but they're probably fine.
Okay. Well, if you need to go at any time to meet up back with your friends, just don't hesitate to ask. You can take some of the food to go if you want. But for now, vegetables and rice sound good?
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you.
Okay. She makes you a little plate. You guys all sit down at the table. And as you guys sit down, the whole family sort of bows their heads. And
I look around.
Kale also bows his head. And Kale says a quick prayer to not just the new gods, but specifically to Latiel, and thanking for the food and thanking for, the good fortune that they've had in their lives, just being able to sort of live the life that they're living. And then he also specifically says a prayer to Amriel, thanking Amriel for like the chicken and the vegetables and sort of the things that Elbor has produced for them. And with that, they all bring their heads back up and start eating. As over the course of the meal, Adam recounts the tale of defeating the bullies, and both of his parents seem like wildly impressed and look over at you sort of with these adoring eyes and seem like very impressed in like a very parental way. And he recounts how you beat him up the tree, and then how he regained his honor once again coming back down the tree. And the parents just seem like, oh, these kids had an amazing day. They're very happy that their son had a very fun day, leaving out the very important part of the day, going back to ritualistics. But as you are sitting there eating this meal, sort of having this family time, you're able to sort of, for a moment, push out of your mind the fact that you're sitting with a guy who you've heard his name before. You know, presumably, who this is. You're able to sort of push that out of your head for a minute as you are eating and just sitting here with like a family and like having this family unit and having the two parents like adoring their kids. You sort of like feel safe in this place, at least for the moment. And you think, you know, about your future and, you know, when this might possibly eventually come to pass for you as well. And as you are sitting there having this meal, sort of having a moment of quiet to yourself, you level up.
What?
As you sort of come to this place of peace within yourself, having a nice meal with a lovely family. Yeah.
Oh
so
my
with
goodness.
That, as the meal comes to an end, Kale picks up all of the dishes, and Kale goes over and begins, you know, wiping off some of the plates, grabs a towel and begins clearing. And
Mr. Kale, can I help you?
Oh, no. Do not. Just relax. You can go over and sit over by the fireplace if you would like. But no, I got all this.
Oh, I really don't mind, and I bring my plate up to him. In fact, I had a question for you.
Yeah, what's your question?
Well, I don't really know how to ask this, but can you promise me something?
Sure. Yeah, what do you need?
Can you, like, if you don't like what I have to say, can you just let me go? And just let me go? Like, I know I haven't said anything yet, but if you don't like what I have to say, can you promise that you will just let me leave?
Olma, I promise you, whatever you have to say, you will not be in trouble. It's totally fine.
Well, I think it's really funny that I met your son today and that we got to play and that now I'm meeting you because I was looking for you and my friends were looking for you. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way at all. But a while ago I was taken in by this group, and I was just alone before that, so I didn't really know where I should go or what I should do next. And March was really nice, so I stayed with her. But the other people weren't so nice, and they were looking for your dad, and they didn't find him. But then we went to a warehouse, and they were looking for a crystal, and the crystal exploded. And bodies came out of it, and then someone came to find us that was after the crystal because their friends were imprisoned, and they said that you imprisoned them.
Olma. He puts his hands on your shoulders. He says, Olma, here, you're safe, okay? Just first off, you're safe. You're here. I'm not mad at you. Who specifically are your friends? Are you still traveling with these friends that you were with?
No. Well, I was traveling with March for a while, but she just left. And the other ones, one is right now in prison somewhere, I think, with I don't know if I'm supposed to say their name actually. Flynn says their name sometimes, but I don't. He always then says he shouldn't say their name.
Okay, but these people who you were with, are they here now?
No.
Okay.
No.
Who are your friends that you're traveling with?
One of them is a priest. One of them is,
Okay, this priest, was he wearing any sort of red? Did he have a necklace with a wolf on it?
No.
Okay.
But
Who are your other friends?
why would you ask if it had a wolf on it?
That's I believe that's
Who's after you?
symbology of some of the people who. Yes.
Well,
Can you please tell me who the rest of your friends were?
We saw a wolf who was red.
Okay. I think I would appreciate. Can you just give me one moment? And he calls Stacy over, and he sort of whispers into her ear. He goes, "So, I think we possibly need to move again. I'm gonna see about this, but get the kids' stuff packed up."
No. I'm not with them.
Olma, just one second. Get the kids' stuff packed up. We might not be leaving. We might be leaving. I'm not sure. I'll find out. And but just in case, get the kids' stuff, get them ready, and just let them know that we might be going on vacation again. Olma, can you describe the rest of your friends to me?
Yeah. One of them has wings and is kind of like a bird. He also doesn't have anything on him about a wolf. Does not like wolves. Doesn't like dwarves either, actually, which is really weird. Very, very weird. Does not like dwarves at all. And then the other one is also short, like me. But he's kind of friendly, and he wants to be friends with everybody except if they're on ships. But he's really nice most of the time. And he fights beasts like big monsters. And he's with a group that fights them. And actually, he helped us take down the wolf. So I don't think he's part of that either.
Okay, so it sounds like your friends are just not a part of this at all.
No, we actually don't even know what it is. But we were found in this like marshy area by this guy named Drek, and he was bad news. Like so bad news, but he's not around anymore. So
Okay.
you shouldn't be worried that he's after you, because he's not gonna find you.
Half-orc, magic items?
Sounds like it. I mean,
Okay.
no magic items anymore because they caught on fire.
Okay. This is what we're gonna do. Why don't you get your friends, and can you tell them to come back here?
You want me to get my friends and come back here? Are we in trouble?
No, not at all.
Are you sure? Because we don't really know what this cult is, and they're kind of after us, and we were about to go into hiding. But we were just going to ask you if you know what they're after.
If they're after you too, then I think it would be best for us to compare notes.
They're after you too. Right. That's what Drek said, is they were trying to find you, but they couldn't find you.
Okay. Yes. Can you get your friends and bring them back here?
Yeah, I can get them.
Okay.
But you promise?
Stacy, I'm going to need you. Stacy, can you get the kids and just do a couple laps around the block? Maybe go down to the bakery and get the kids something? Because yeah, we can do that. Adam, Grace, hey, we're going to go get some of those muffins that you guys like. Adam and Grace. Yeah, let's go. And so Stacy takes Adam and Grace out of the house. He says, "Okay, would you be able to bring them back here?"
Yeah, I can do that. Promise you won't have like a bunch of soldiers here when we get back, because that scares me.
Hey. And he kneels down and he extends like his hand out with his pinky. He goes, "Pinky promise."
Okay. And I also close my fingers and I just bring my pinky in front of me because I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with it.
And he interlocks your pinkies and he says, okay, see? We're all good.
Okay. I'll get my friends.
Okay. And with that, you leave the house of Kale Drumwind. You head on back to the inn that you guys had originally gone to. And as you walk into the inn, you climb up the stairs and you find the room that you guys had gotten when you were first here, that you had woken up in. And as you walk into the room, you see the rest of the party there eagerly waiting for you. And with that, that is where we're going to end today's session. I'm going to call it right there.
Ah! Oh my God!
That is where we're going to call it for this week. Thank you all so much for listening, and we can't wait to see y'all again next week. Bye, nerds.
Bye, nerds! Hey, this is Rebecca. I play Olma Marsk on Venture Forth. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed that. I had a ton of fun. Subscribe, follow, do all the things. You know the drill. We have a Patreon. What's up? Come at us and you can get some special bonus content. Thanks. Bye-bye, nerds.